Welcome to this informational video to introduce Oasis, the new online attorney state invoice system. Before we begin, please note that the Oasis invoice system is intended only for private assigned counsel in e-courts counties who do non-capital adult criminal casework at the trial level. In other words, this information is only for PAC attorneys who use the form AOC CR 225 or FIAP to be compensated for their services. Oasis is not for use by IDS contractors, managed assigned counsel or MAC attorneys, or for PAC who work on appeals, capital cases, and/or confidential cases. For an up-to-date map of the e-courts counties currently using Oasis, go to ncids.org/Oasis. The 20th century paper FIAP system we currently use to pay private assigned counsel or PAC is broken. Payment times that were once tolerable have been met with unacceptable delays, and the old way of processing FIAPs is incompatible with e-courts and the state's new financial system, NCFS. Each day that we operate without a solution, this issue is compounded, and the problem of PAC not being paid in a timely manner has surpassed critical status. We want stakeholders to know that IDS has developed a solution, and relief is on the way. This video will introduce you to that solution. IDS has built a simple, dedicated website for PAC to electronically invoice IDS for adult criminal cases after the FIAP is uploaded into e-courts via File and Serve, and the clerk accepts the filing into the case. It is called Oasis, the online attorney state invoice system, and it will completely modernize operations, and we anticipate it will greatly shorten the time it takes for PAC to be paid. It is important to note that while Oasis must be used in tandem with e-courts, they are two separate systems. E-courts is an NCAOC initiative, and Oasis is solely an IDS initiative. The Oasis rollout will not be simultaneous with the e-courts rollout, which launched February 2023 and is still underway. But Oasis depends upon the functionality of e-courts File and Serve, and Oasis will be launched only in counties that are already using e-courts. Here's how it works. With some minimal data entry, PAC will be able to upload their FIAPs into File and Serve and then invoice IDS to be paid for their services in a couple of steps. PAC will enter only the basic information needed to pay them. There is no sensitive payee or client information. For each invoice entered, IDS staff will ensure there is a matching FIAP in e-courts before authorizing payment. If there is a matching FIAP for each invoice entered, then the invoice is processed for prompt payment. True, this is another step that PAC will have to complete, but we believe that getting paid faster is worth the few extra minutes spent to enter some basic case details into Oasis. With Oasis, PAC will follow two simple steps to get paid. Step 1, use e-courts File and Serve to serve IDS with the FIAP using oasis@nccourts.org. And Step 2, enter the FIAP and case details through Oasis at idsbilling.org. After an invoice is submitted, the attorney immediately receives an email receipt of the invoice or invoices along with the case numbers. This provides a tracking system for the attorney. Next, the digital data feeds into a spreadsheet which is sent to IDS, and NCFS then allows these spreadsheets, once audited, to be uploaded for payment. IDS fiscal staff will transition from data entry to performing a skilled audit function for paying PAC in Oasis and e-courts counties. And as long as IDS has been served in File and Serve, as long as the clerk has accepted the filing, and with a matching FIAP in Oasis. The invoices are processed for payment right away. IDS will continue to process paper FIAPs for all confidential cases and any adult criminal cases that come from counties that are not yet using Oasis. With the time saved, IDS is optimistic that the fiscal staff will even be able to pay PAC who are still using paper FIAPs faster than before. We believe that with the rollout of Oasis, which is already underway, all attorneys will be compensated for their work much sooner than before, regardless of whether they submit a paper FIAP to the clerk's office or if they enter an electronic invoice using Oasis. Please note, Oasis can be used only in non-capital adult criminal cases at the trial level in e-courts counties. Only FIAPs submitted on the forms AOC-CR 225 can be accepted. Not the G200 for parent defense cases, not the G200 for civil commitment cases, and not the J411 for juvenile cases. These confidential cases, parent defense, civil commitment, and juvenile defense, are not conducive to Oasis at this time. As previously stated, IDS will continue to pay these cases via paper FIAPs filed with the clerk. It is also important to note that when a county begins using the Oasis invoice system, judges will continue to sign fee applications filed in Odyssey and enter the civil judgments for attorney's fees when appropriate. And while it happens very rarely, attorneys and judges will be asked to email IDS Chief Fiscal Officer Aaron Gallagher immediately if they learn of any reduction in the amount of a fee award. In short, Oasis will modernize the PAC payment process and greatly increase the chances that PAC attorneys will be paid for their work within 30 to 45 days instead of months later. Oasis marks a historic step forward in getting appointed counsel paid faster than before, and it's coming to an e-courts county near you. If you want to know more about Oasis, please go to www.ncids.org and click on the green Oasis button on the home page. Thank you for watching this informational video about the new online attorney state invoice system.